Unfortunately, I got stuck with probably the worst gas company to deal with, and that's Atlas Energy. They won't do nothing. They put a bond for the road to maintain the roads. They won't even maintain the roads. They've been asked to fix potholes. They came out and swept it with a broom. That's fixing a pothole. So I'm biased when it comes to Atlas Energy. I'm totally against them. They will not do anything to help the community or anybody that they are in contact with. My water system, I had a 2-stage filtering system. One was a 5-micron filter, and then a charcoal filter after it, before it would be released into the house for drinking. That is a filter that is better than a year old out of the 5-micron filter. This is a 5-micron filter that is approximately 3 months old after Atlas started drilling. Now these are the first 8 bags been broken since I put them in there. This was the charcoal filter. Now this is normally as black as this. And you can see it's absolutely, this, like I said, is about a year old. This is, let's be generous and say it's 4 months. I discovered the problem with my well. First in 2008, December 2008, I lost my water totally for, a week? And I went up and I complained to Atlas because the upper well site, I figured, affected my well. I asked them if they were doing horizontal drilling, and they said it would not affect it. But my well did come back. They said, well, it was because of the dryness. My well here originally, and I've been here 45 years, my problem with my well was wet seasons. When it would be a wet season, I would have to watch my water. I wouldn't totally run out. If I would overdraw too much water, within 15 minutes to a half hour, my water was built back up that I could turn my pump on and have water. But during wet season, I would have to watch my water. Dry season, I had water to spare. I could water my yard, wash my car. Other people around had trouble. During the dry season, I had all kinds of water. So anyhow, Atlas and I disagreed on that. Well, then May, they started drilling on the site, which is, what did we finally figure it out, 700 feet away?
837 feet.
837 feet from my well. Okay. They never once notified me that they were drilling. They never once tested my water or anything else. I did not discover the problem until I lost my water again. I took Atlas at their word that their activities was not affecting me. I pulled my pump and found out I couldn't get electricity to my pump, so I pulled the pump and found out that the pump had received an electrical charge from the outside in. The Dean's Water, who inspected the pump, said that it appears like an electrical strike. You check in the end of November, end of October, 1st of November, there was no electrical strikes in this area. The only change that took place was the deep well electrical charge system that the gas company put in just above the road, about 4/10 of a mile from my house. Whether that was my problem or what, I don't know, but it did something cooked my pump from the outside in. I put a new pump in, left the well set for 3 days, and then I started pulling water. And let's see, we get 12:24, 12:08, these dated. That's why I'm... Because every time somebody took water samples, I took water samples. I took my sample originally and had it tested. Then Atlas came and took water samples. I had my man here collect samples at the same time. Composite sampling. What they took, he took also out of the same container. And then DEP came. And DEP is a big joke. I finally turned my complaint over to the EPA, federal EPA, because I deal with them quite a bit. I think I can get more action out of DEP. Matter of fact, one of the DEP agents in this area that was working in this area is being investigated by the EPA. Whether it goes any farther, I don't know. But
you know what the investigation is for?
For false information. They gave a lady in Hickory some false information and led her to believe one thing when it was just totally far-fetched. I don't know the whole story. I just know he's under investigation. I do know that several of the Atlas Energy gas employees used to be DEP agents. They have came on site dressed as a DEP agent and would take a look at something and say, well, at the DEP office, we would not consider that a fraudulent, or would not consider that a problem. That happened just up the road here at a 3,000-gallon spill. The individual told Mr. No, he said that wouldn't be considered a complaint that the DEP would punish. It's not a problem. That spill went into Buffalo Creek, which is the fourth cleanest stream in the United States. Atlas Energy did nothing to clean it up. They just let it go. DEP allowed it. The man that was claiming to be DEP was questioned by Mr. lawyer, and he said, oh, I'm not DEP, I work for Atlas Energy. However, he was wearing a jacket and representing himself in a roundabout way. He did not say, I am DEP, but he said, we at the DEP would not do this or would not do that. If I did that, the DEP would have me arrested. When I turned it into DEP, they swept it under the rug and said, the man's been told not to do it again. So you tell me what good the DEP is doing for us. 8th, 11th, 12th, 18th, and 24th. Okay. This was taken from the bottom of this filter. The housing that the filter's in, that water was dumped out of that filter. Okay. In other words, that's what my water would be coming through my pipes if I did not have filters. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
That's when they wanted to drink, they said no.
They wouldn't even take a cup of coffee.
No.
Okay, when I sampled my water,
That's our clear water.
this is clear water after it came out of the filter.
That's still not good water.
Both of these were taken at 8:30. You can see the sediments in them. They are now beginning to emulsify together. Then the 18th, again, I believe this is when Mr. Zimmerman collected water. Again, you can see the sediments. And this is after the spigot ran for 30 minutes. This is the 18th. That's when the EPA was here.